Welcome to my channel CA Academy, and today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is, why is professional skepticism essential throughout the audit? Let me start with a simple question. Imagine your best friend tells you, I scored 100 out of 100 in every subject. Will you immediately believe it? Probably not. You may ask to see the mark sheet, not because you don't trust your friend, but because you want evidence. This is exactly what professional skepticism means in auditing. Professional skepticism is not distrust, it is questioning mind and a critical assessment of the audit evidence. Under SA 240, the auditor must maintain professional skepticism throughout the audit because fraud can exist even when management appear honest and trustworthy. Why is this so important? Because fraud is usually intentional. People committing the fraud often create fake documents, hide evidences, override internal controls, or collude with others. If the auditor simply accepts every explanation without questioning it, material fraud may remain undetected. Let's understand this with an example. Suppose a company reports a sudden increase in sales during the last week of March. Management probably says business was excellent this year. A skeptical auditor doesn't stop there. Why? The auditor asks, were the goods actually dispatched before the year end? Have customers confirmed receiving the goods? Was payment received later? Are these genuine sales or fictitious entries? This questioning attitude is professional skepticism. Now consider another case. The finance director passes a large manual journal entry on 31st March that significantly increases profit. Management explains it was only an accounting adjustment. A skeptical auditor does not simply accept this explanation. Instead, the auditor examines the supporting documents, verifies the approval, understands the business purpose, and evaluates whether it could be an attempt by management to manipulate profits. This is particularly important because management override of controls is one of the biggest fraud risks identified in SA 240. Professional skepticism is required throughout every stage of audit. While assessing fraud risks, while evaluating internal controls, while performing substantive procedures, while reviewing accounting estimates, while evaluating management's explanations, even while forming the final audit opinion. Remember, professional skepticism does not mean assuming that everyone is dishonest. Similarly, does not mean believing that everyone is honest. It simply means that trust the evidence, not assumptions. Always remember, ask, verify, evaluate, conclude. 4 words. Ask questions whenever something appears unusual, verify the sufficient appropriate audit evidence, evaluate whether fraud or error could exist, and conclude only after obtaining reliable evidence. In conclusion, we can say, under SA 240, professional skepticism is the auditor's strongest defense against fraud. It enables the auditor to detect unusual transactions, challenge doubtful explanations, obtain reliable audit evidence, and ultimately provide reasonable assurance that the financial statements are free from material misstatement due to fraud or error. Thank you.